Hello, I'm Cindy Grosso, owner of the Charleston School of Protocol and Etiquette, and I'm here today to talk with you about business dining etiquette tips. And the first tip is that the host picks the restaurant, and I have chosen the Charleston Grill. Another business dining etiquette tip is that punctuality is very important in business. So if you are running late, use your cell phone and let the host know. Hello, reservations for 3.
Small matters, but they are important when they show whether or not your habits of etiquette are correct.
If you're seated at your table before your guests arrive, do not touch your napkin, order a drink, order from the menu. And when your guests do arrive, make sure you stand to greet them. Good to see you. Hello, good to see you. And the guest of honor is always seated to the right of the host. Please be seated. The crab cakes and the beef tenderloin are lovely here. It's important for the host to help the guest to order, as the guest will order first. And making a suggestion helps the guest to quietly know the appropriate food choices. If the host does not make a recommendation, it's perfectly appropriate for the guest to ask something like,
"Everything looks lovely here. Do you have any suggestions?"
At no point in time should your guest be dining alone. So if they order appetizer, main course, and dessert, so do you.
Then Bob notices that the others have placed their relish differently and changes them from one plate to the other, knowing there is a reason, but what is it?
Another helpful tip is the word left has 4 letters, and so does the word fork. And food, any food that's not on the center plate will always be to the left of center plate. The word right has 5 letters, and so does the word knife, spoon, and drink. Those items will be placed on the right of the plate. The use of electronic devices at the dining table never takes priority over a face-to-face meeting. Quarterly earnings are up. The business portion of the meal begins after the order is placed, or about 10 minutes after you're seated.
There is no denying that Bob needs help. He is having trouble with the serving implements again.
Contrary to what you may have heard, in today's fast-paced business climate, where you may only have a 1-hour lunch meeting, it is okay to talk with food in your mouth. The way we do that is we take small bites and chew with our mouth closed, not to expose food to our guests. How is that?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely, thanks for coming. As the host of the meal, you're responsible for paying the bill. If it's a restaurant you visit often, I suggest setting up a house account to avoid any awkward moments. If not, just quietly pay the bill.
Don't forget that it is by their manners that polite people the world around show their consideration for one another.
I'm Cindy Grosso, owner of the Charleston School of Protocol and Etiquette. Bon appetit.